Alright, Captains, red alert. We are back on the bridge today, and what I wanted to do was go over the new blog that came out this morning regarding some new weapons coming to the Mud Store. On screen. There it is, new weapons and outfits in Mud. So what we'll do is go over the blog. I'm going to show off the items, some of the items at least, and then I will drop my 2 ECs on my thoughts on them. So there it is, new weapons and outfits in Muds. Go over this. For God's sake, get inside, you fool. Do you think this highly mobile, exclusive market keeps on the run from the Kittimer Alliance by having people stand outside and gawk all day? Saying gawk reminds me of Janeway in that one scene in Red Shirt. Shift. I always say shirt. My forgiveness. Dear customer, I appear to be a bit on edge. A few close calls lately, but do not let that deter you. You will find Mud's Market is still as tip-top as ever. In fact, we have some brand new items that have just come in. Look at this fine suit and top hat. It's beautiful, isn't it? The absolute craftsmanship, and believe it or not, this suit was worn, sort of, by an American president. It's made out of, constructanium? Did I even read that right? Sure, I can English, I can words. So it's completely impervious to physical harm. But if you're more of a best defense is a good offense being, look no further. These weapons here were designed to combat the Berg and cycle between different types of power regularly. Oh, you wish to know more about that item? Why, you have quite an eye, my friend. Yes, this transponder will summon the legendary ship, the Kobayashi Maru. Well, yes, I'm aware she's famous for exploding, my friend, but she'll provide you with the support you need nonetheless. Now please, step over here and we can discuss payment. There it is. Mud's Market has 3 new items coming to PC this Thursday, March 3rd. So PC first, gonna probably come to console. Captain's probably about a month or so down the line. Hopefully sooner. What I'd like to see is, as soon as they release something on PC, I'd like it to come to console shortly after. And I don't mean a month, like a week, 2 weeks? Because as Captains, you know, I do also play on PS4, so that is something that I would like to see. Get your hands on the Abraham Lincoln costume, cyclic modulation weaponry, the Kobayashi Maru supply device. So, I do have the old blog here for the Abraham Lincoln costume, which is the Emancipator. I hope I'm saying that right. But here it is. I can't recommend it. For me, my Space Barbie ground is pretty bad. But if this is something you've been wanting, you missed, then it's there for you. It's something that you can get. Of course, Captains, as we recommend here, if you're gonna get something from the Muds Market because of how expensive it is, just wait for a sale. But that's how it's gonna look like on your male tune and on your female tune. And if you have Gorn, well, that's how they'll look. All right, so then we'll go now show off the other items, which I can show you on the bridge. So we'll do that. Right, so here they are. They are the cyclic modulation compression pistol, the cyclic modulation blast assault, and the cyclic modulation sniper rifle. Now, Captains, for some reason, I was testing this before I want to show these weapons off. For some reason, I cannot get my tune to show this rifle for some reason. I don't know why. I went to ground, I went to my bridge, but again, I'll drop my 2 ECs on what I think about them. So we'll start with the pistol here. Now, keep in mind, I already have these items just by playing the games. The guns here, the weapons, the transponder were event rewards, and I believe we just got the awesome for free way back when. But here it is. It's a great weapon to have, I will admit, to get your Pendevers done, especially when you have, like here, one of my Pendevers here, which if you Captains you don't know is personal endeavors. I'm just lazy that way. Polaron Damage. So right now, its original setting is phaser, but if you hit this icon, the cyclic modulation, you can go from phaser, disruptor, plasma, tetryon, polaron, to anti-proton, and then it repeats again. So, for example, I needed to do Polaron Damage like it shows there, so I'm at phaser right now. All I gotta do is press this. Then I'll go to disruptor, press it again. I'll go to plasma, press it one more time, tetryon, and of course, polaron, and the last one, of course, let's might as well do it, anti-proton. So it's an okay thing to have. Like I said, I do use it, but I have it and I use it on kind of lower alts that I need to do that specific weapon type damage. There's a pistol. Oh, I didn't want to sit down. It looks okay. It looks very phaser-esque, if you ask me. Kind of a cool looking standard phaser. Next, we'll show off the Blast Assault here. So here it is. Again, same thing. I personally don't like the look of it. It just looks so, I don't know, it's kind of underwhelming to me. But again, same thing applies. Again, when you first equip it, it's going to be your damage there, and all you just got to do is just see where you are, and then just go to the damage type that you want. It's a cool animation. You kind of go with that. Now, again, I'd like to show off this model, but for some reason, it's not allowing me to show it. Yeah, I'm just doing that. Even if I holster the weapon, it's not doing it. But in regards to these weapons, I can't really recommend them, because on my PS4 account, just to get the weapon damages, I just bought white common of each type to do the weapon damage. Here, of course, you'll obviously save inventory space, but I don't mind. I wouldn't personally recommend it, but if you're a completionist and you want to have this, it's there for you, captains. Again, I just recommend waiting for a sale. So there's that weaponry. So we'll go show off the Kobayashi Maru Transponder, which, captains, you know, on my vids, I have it on most of my builds because of all its buff goodness. And again, we will actually summon here. So there it is on my build. Kobayashi Maru Transponder. Summon the Kobayashi Maru for 45 seconds, which will create a resupply pod for 3 seconds that will travel toward a random friendly player within 10 clicks. Resupply pods will grant the player one of the following upon reaching their position: 10% bonus damage, 10% max hull, plus 20 damage resistance rating, plus 20% max shield, plus 20% speed and turn. All resupply pod bonuses last 30 seconds and do not stack. Additional applications refresh the duration. And then, of course, when you're in sector space, while in sector space only, Summon Freighter allows mail, bank vendor, and exchange units. I don't even use that feature, but we'll show it off here. You've seen this animation a lot, captains. So there she is. Then she just, again, it's randomly, it gives buffs, but it helps the whole team out when you have this. Would I recommend this particular one? Yes, 100%. If you can't afford it, if there's nothing else, you had some Zen to burn, it's a great device to have. It's not something you need, in my opinion. It would just be more of a one. But again, it's the Kobayashi Maru. It is kind of cool to have in terms, again, look at the model there. It is a cool little model to have there in your inventory if you so choose to get it. And again, it's just giving us buffs here, and our teammates that are around us, it just kind of randomly does it. And then it'll just randomly warp away when it's done. So there it is, captains. I just thought I'd go over this because I know there are a lot of new players that don't know a lot of these things, and they will go to the mud store and they'll see them and they'll look at the prices and like, oh my gosh, like I would not recommend the outfit. I wouldn't really recommend the weapons. The Kobayashi Maru I would recommend if you were looking for something to help you out. It's not needed, but it's going to be there if you want this Thursday. So captains, there you go. We'll call it there. Hopefully you captains found this helpful. Again, just dropping my 2 ECs in regards to the new items coming this Thursday, March 3rd, 2022. We'll leave it there, Caps.
Live long and prosper.